Hey, how we all doing today? Welcome in to another episode here, the back nine with myself, Mr. Gogster. We're here, we're live, baby. It's a Monday. Recapping the Olympic golf there yesterday, guys. Alexander Schauffele, can't say enough about him. Didn't have him. We loved him enough to give him out though, 11-1, 12-1 on the Friday show, but we didn't pull the trigger on the guy. But unbelievable performance from him. His mom's actually from Japan, guys, if you don't already know that. Travels really well. Good for Alexander. How about Rory Sabatini, guys? The guy went career low. I believe it was 10 under. Don't quote me on that. 9 or 10 under. Unbelievable performance from Rory Sabatini. Something Sung Jae Im wish he could have done. They both started 7 under going into that fourth round, and he shot, I believe, 8 under then. Yeah, sorry, 8 under. And was able to go, or no, sorry, it would have been 9 under because he was 16 and secured second place. So unbelievable performance from Sabatini. Actually had his girlfriend on the bag, his wife. So y'all know how that goes with Lee Westwood, how he won a couple of those performances earlier on with his wife on the bag. So I can't say enough to those guys. And CT Pan, guys, what a finish we had. I unfortunately bit the dust at about 4 a.m. over here, 3 a.m. East Coast time. But CT Pan, congratulations everyone who had CT Pan. We did not. We did have Munoz and Rory, who were in the 7-8 pack of guys competing for that third place bronze medal. And CT Pan took down Morikawa. Quite a surprise. I bet you a lot of guys would have probably taken Morikawa after that third hole with them going into the fourth hole showdown. But CT Pan, good on the guy. He was able to take that one home. And like we said, Munoz 100-1, very close with that one, and Rory 12-1. Just wasn't able to make enough putts, but great performance. Looking forward to this one this week, guys. We got a WGC on our belt here, WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational. So used to be the Classic, but a couple years ago they're like, all right, this is an Invitational. This is no Classic. This is a hardcore field, guys. Anytime you got a WGC, it's no joke. And you got, I believe, 49 of the top 50 golfers, something like that. You name him, he's here. Other than pretty much Rom because of the COVID issues still, he's not going to be here, but it looks like DeChambeau is. It's a full lineup here in Memphis, Tennessee, guys. WGC, as we said, is like a 6th major. Whenever you have the WGCs, they're just the cream of the crop. The first one was won by Colin Morikawa at the Workday earlier on in the year, and then the match play was won by old Billy Horschel. He got hot down in Texas, and he was able to take down a really good field. I believe he took down Scotty Scheffler in that final there and was able to lift the trophy. So look for another really tough. I don't know if the course is going to necessarily play tough, guys. It's been a lot of -16s, 20s in the past. So the past year's winner, -13 was last year from JT, and then -16 from Koepka. So it's been some big name players that have won this in the past. Berger also has 2 wins here in 17, 16, and DJ won in 2018. So really good lineup, as we're saying here, guys. Fezzy Zoller design, just like Japan, it's Zoysia fairways with Bermuda greens and Bermuda rough. So something more kind of like down south, like we're saying down in Tennessee. Not going to be that heavier bent grass like it is up north. But it's a mastermind from Ron Pritchard, guys. He's known for his link style. He's prepped for courses all over the world, similar to Europe and Japan. He loves those undulating greens. This course is left-right, a lot of dog legs. You got to be able to shape the ball here. Kind of not a St. Andrews design, but that's kind of what he was going for here. There's trees though involved in this. It's not a links course, guys. It's more of a water, trees, sand, you name it, it's here. It's going to be a real fun course. Greens are pretty tight too, not nearly as big of greens we're going to see in the Olympics. These are smaller greens. I almost compare it to the tournament down in South Carolina there. Slipped my mind. But yeah, this guy's got 20 designs, Ron Pritchard, and over 60 restored. So it's a really nice course. Players love this course, actually. They said Brooks Koepka says it's a bomber's paradise. So right away, guys that can hit the ball really far can kind of go over these trees and kill the bunkers that are going to be in play, just the dog legs. They're going to have an advantage, really short shots coming in, because approach shots here, guys, is going to be huge. There's water. You're going to have to be really good with your distance control coming into these greens. They're smaller as well. So look for guys that can hit the ball to take advantage of this field. Distance control is going to be huge, though, because you can't just bomb it. Just these fairways are tighter, guys. There's also a lot of water. So look for guys that are going to be quite accurate, in my opinion. Deeper with the ball, smaller greens, shot shapers, and around the green is going to be key. Smaller greens, it's not a long course, but There's what do we have here? Par 4. 7 of the par 4s, guys, are 450 yards plus. So there's going to be a lot of key stat we're going to talk about here going forward. It's going to be 150 to 175 approach. That's going to be a key number here. And guys that have that controlled is going to pretty much, in my opinion, be a guy that's going to be really close to the top there. Par 70 here, guys, 7,200 yards. 3 of the 4 toughest holes are going to be 3 of the 450 yards. Par 4s, that's 9, 17, and 18. So it's a really tough finish. We'll go into the holes here in a bit. Holes four par 3s, there's 162, 239. And that 239, guys, is one of the toughest par 3s on the PGA Tour. It's been known to have the toughest scoring. That par 3, number 14, 239. A little water. We'll get into that one as well. Par 5s, there's only 2 par 5s. It's a par 70, so you really have to take advantage of these par 5s, guys. They're not long at all. 554 and 530 on number 3 and number 16. So they're the 530, Jesus, even on a good day, I could feel like I could get there in 2, guys. You hit one 260, 270. But these guys are hitting them like 310. They're only going to have 200, 215 in. So look for guys who take advantage of these par 5s, eagles, birdies. If you guys want to make some money during this tournament starting Thursday on hole bets, look for 3 and 16 to be holes to take advantage of. Par 4s, like we said, 7 of the 12 par 4s are over 450 yards, and a lot of them are dog legs. So if you can play these par 4s, guys, really well, that over 450, you're going to be near the top of the leaderboard. Tee to green is going to be really important. There's the easier holes are going to be 2, 12, and 15. They're under 400 yards or right around 400. So guys that can really bomb it, get there. Similar to number 17, if you guys are watching the Olympics, just take advantage, maybe getting stuck in a bunker, but still be able to get up and down for a birdie nonetheless. So that's pretty much the course here. Notable holes are going to be number 11. It's just like the iconic 17 at Sawgrass, guys. You better know your distance. It's 165, and you don't have any forgiveness left, right, back, or front. So you better know your distance here. 165, number 11 here. Look for that one at this St. Jude Classic TPC Southwind to be quite a fun hole to take advantage of. Number 2, the notable holes, is number 14. Sorry, that's the 231 par 3 I was talking about. It's the toughest par 3 in the PGA Tour, guys. Long iron to a narrow green. Water is all along the right side. And you better be able to control a long iron here, guys, because the green pretty much dips down at the end. It's almost like a turtle green with water all along the right side. So it's going to be a real tough task if you can't hit a long iron well here, even straight. You got a bunker on the back, 2 bunkers on the back left side. So look for guys that are really going to have control with these long irons on one of the toughest par 3s on the PGA. That's number 14. The iconic in the last hole here is the 18th, 461. It requires a tee shot along the water. That's just, you got water, guys, all along the left side, and it's a dog leg left. I remember this hole. Pretty much straight, right to the left. A lot of courses have these on the 18th holes, water on the left side, bunker, and it's a dog leg. That's exactly what you're going to have here. Going to need an accurate shot. You're going to have to be able to really curve. You're going to have the draw, the fade going. You're going to have a lot of control of your golf ball at this tournament, guys. If you're not pretty straight off the tee right away, in my opinion, you're going to have a rough go at this holes, especially when they're 450 par 4s. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of bogeys you're gonna see at these courses. So better be able to shape the ball at this course. 4th notable hole is gonna be number 9. It's a long dogleg right. Like I said, guys, just nothing but dog legs here. Tough second shot over a lake that protects the front right of the green. Heavy water to the left with 2 bunkers long. So similar to 18, it's you got water all on the left side or the right side, and it's protecting the greens with bunkers on the far at the back or at the front, depending if it's 9 or 18. So this is a really tight track, guys. It's going to be a fun course, tighter greens from what I've been seeing. Some of the courses, though, I like to compare this to is going to be Sea Island. Sea Island was the RSM Classic, guys. It scored a 94.3 in our course comparison. That was the highest out of any of them. And some guys that are in this tournament that played really well at that in 2020, Kisner, guys. Kevin Kisner, 100-1. He was second place, lost to Streb in 2020 in a playoff. He was T7 in 2019, and then he was T4 in 2018. And that's the number 1 course comparison down in South Carolina, not far from Tennessee. So that's a guy you might want to be looking out for. He's 100-1 right now. I took a look at. Another one's Corey Connors. Corey Connors was T10 in 2020 and T23 in 2019. He's going to be coming over from Japan, unlike Kisner, who's probably sitting on his his couch crushing some beers, eating some hot dogs. That's what he does best when he's not golfing. Anyways, yeah, Connors could be a great look, guys. He's played well at this RSM, similar to TPC Southwind down in Memphis, Tennessee. And Webb Simpson was third place in 2019 and T37 in 2020. So look out for Webb Simpson. He's also going to be well rested. Our second closest course comparison here, guys, is going to be TPC Four Seasons. TPC Four Seasons here. Couple guys that are in the mix are going to be Garcia, Koepka, and Finau. They scored quite well at this. This was the 2016 Byron Nelson. They haven't played there in a little while, but that's the closest course comparison next to the Sea Island. And third on the list is up here in Northern Canada, guys. I was actually at this course, Hamilton. Yeah, I can see the similar comparison. A lot more tree line up here in Canada, but bunkers, you got the water in play, a lot of dog legs. Guys that can shape the ball are going to really well. That guy who won it then, guys, was Rory McIlroy. Sorry, starting the words here. Shane Lowry and Brent Snedeker's not here. Webb Simpson was also another one that did quite well. So Rory McIlroy, Lowry, and Simpson also check off the list there. And also the Hamilton was able to take the Canadian Open back in 2012 as well, guys. And guess who was there? Kevin Kisner. Kevin Kisner was right in the mix as well. So he's checking a lot of boxes right now. Kevin Kisner likes to play down in this area, a lot of golf in this area, likes the Bermuda. Epic pause there, guys. We're getting really dry. Yeah, but he really likes the Bermuda. Kisner, Connors, Simpson, Koepka. Those are some guys I'll be looking at right away. Stewart Cink. Looking at TPC Southwind, guys, this course right here, that's St. Jude Invitational. Like we said, JT won this one back in 2020. Daniel Berger placed second, also won twice in 17-16. Koepka, Tom Lewis, Phil Mickelson, Alexander Schauffele, Fitzpatrick, Lowry, and Oosthuizen were able to finish the top 10 out there. And going all the way back, you got Dustin Johnson, Cink, Mickelson, Rose, Horschel, Poulter, Leishman, Simpson again, Koepka. So just, some of those guys that are coming up a lot right now are Koepka and Simpson. Even like our guy Connors as well, Kisner. So that's just some of the players we're looking at right there, guys. And also one thing to keep in mind, 2019 when they played this same tournament, they were at the British Open in Europe, right? So now they're traveling back out to the Americas. They are now in Japan doing the same thing. They're going from Japan all the way down back to the Americas. So I'm looking for a similar leaderboard there. And Lowry, Fleetwood, Finau, Westwood did well at the British Open, along with Koepka, Hatton, and Reed. Coming back now to America, Koepka, who actually did well at the British Open, ended up winning it that year. So don't count these guys out from the Olympic field that are coming all the way back over, because this happened at the British Open and the St. Jude was the following week, and Koepka won that. So it's nothing you can knock on these guys. If they're playing good golf right now, it can travel. Look at Patrick Reed. He actually did okay for a guy that had to figure out he was playing in Japan about 4 days before and had to go through all those COVID protocols. So don't count these guys out, though, in the Olympics, guys. You don't just want to put a line through them. Do some research, see if they fit this track. Yeah, because it happened in 2019, so keep that in mind. Moving on here, we're going to be looking at now the shots gained categories here. Shots gained, putting approach, tee to green, and ball striking. That's the four components we think are the most important when it comes to shots gained. And the other factor we were talking about, guys, 150 to 175 greens in regulation. That approach shot is going to be absolutely key. Money in the bank, like a pizza on a sunny day. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys you're going to really want to be taking a look at. Let's go right into the putting. Shots gained putting. Oosthuizen, Kokrak, Fitzpatrick, Poulter, Alexander Schauffele, Cameron Smith, Kisner, Herbert, Scott, Reed, Harmon, Simpson, and English. Those guys round up the top 14 in this field for putting. So keep those guys in mind. Write them down. A couple guys there that I like right away is, again, Kisner. He's checking off some boxes. Kokrak, I think Kokrak's definitely going to be in the mix. He's playing good golf. Fitzpatrick as well. He was right there at the Scottish Open. Just missed out on that one. Poulter's game travels pretty well. He actually wasn't in Japan as well, so I think he's eager to get to chomp at the bit. Especially these guys are prepping for the President's Cup coming up, guys. Don't forget about that. That's coming up in about a month, September 23rd, I believe it is. So this is and also the end of the playoff. The playoffs is coming up. This is when guys really got to start scoring. So this is crunch time. This is going to be a really, really good tournament, guys. Patrick Reed, another guy who putts really well here. Cameron Smith, T10, we had him in the mix. He's another guy that putts really well. And Webb Simpson, another guy. He's checking off a lot of the boxes, guys. Keep him in mind. Looking at the shots gained approach. Morikawa, guys. He's always been number one in this category, 1.41. Next closest is Paul Casey. Will Zalatoris, Justin Thomas, Ty Hatton, Victor Hovland, Alexander Schauffele again, Brooks Koepka, Hideki Matsuyama, Daniel Berger, Corey Connors, Jordan Spieth, Tony Finau, and Patrick Cantlay round out the top 14 for shots gained approach. And that's going to be really key here, guys. With the amount of water you have surrounding these greens and the bunkers, small greens as well, you have to have your distance down. Throw a little bit of wind in there and all hell's going to break loose. We'll check the weather and we'll have our picks for the following show on Wednesday, guys. TJ is going to be back. TJ was on fire. He nailed a lot of his matchup bets going forward. It was a real good time having him there. Just another guy to talk golf with. Fellow golfer, Marine guy there down in North Carolina, I believe it is. We'll have him back on Wednesday's show, 3 p.m. Eastern, guys. Excuse me. But yeah, approach is going to be really key in my opinion. If you can dial that approach, it's going to be you're going to have a good chance. And some of these guys that really catch my eye would be, it's hard to say with Thomas, guys. He didn't look good. He had a good Sunday, but he's checking off a lot of boxes. I'm going to jump all the way to shots gained, tee to green. He's third. Approach, he's fourth. Greens in regulation, he's fifth from 150 to 175. What's going on, Fap? He's like an Adam Scott to play well here. Let's get on to Adam Scott in just a second. But Thomas, I'm just saying Justin Thomas, Fap. As bad as he is, this guy, not as bad as he is, but just he's not performing to that, top quality you would expect a guy at 27, 28 years old. But he checks off all the boxes here, brother. Approach, tee to green, greens in regulation from 150 to 175. That's the key number I'm finding. It makes sense when the holes are over 450, these par fours. So that's a guy I really think is going to do well. Looking at Adam Scott, shots gained putting. He checks the box there, 0.61. He's in the top 10. Looking for more Adam Scott. Just in the stat category, I don't see a whole lot, but looking at a track like this, he's really putting isn't the that much of a factor here. It's more guys that are really straight that can really shape the ball as well. And you know what? Yeah, an experienced guy like Adam Scott, you're going to need a guy with a little bit of guts here, because you're going to have to throw it over some trees. You're going to have a lot of questionable shots. Do you want to go for the green? Do you want to try go over the trees? Do you want to lay up? So it's a guy like Adam Scott, plays a really conservative game. His putting has been a little bit of the bugaboo, in my opinion, there, a little bit of the shit stick. His putting, ever since he got it off the belly putter, he's been a little bit iffy, in my opinion. But Adam Scott could be a definite look. We'll talk more about him, Fap, on Wednesday with TJ. I'll take a look at some matchup bets as well and see if I can come up with something for you there, pal. Moving on, though, greens in regulation, 150 to 175. Here's the big one. Daniel Berger's top of the list, 74%. Colin Morikawa, Corey Connors, Abraham Ancer, Justin Thomas, Carlos Ortiz, Stuart Sink, Joakim Neiman, Harris English, Webb Simpson, Shane Lowry, Jason Kokrak, Lee Westwood, Justin Rose, and Kevin Na are the guys that round out the top 14 in that approach shots. Sorry, just one sec, guys. A little dry here up in Canada. It's got to be only 17 Fahrenheit, Celsius. I don't know what that is down in sunny California where our guy G is. What's going on, G? How you doing, my guy? Shout out to Guillermo. Really good horse capper. Check him out on Twitter. Really good guy. We're just breaking down this golf tournament down in Memphis, Tennessee. Like we're saying, Daniel Berger, guys, he checks a lot of boxes. He's won this tournament twice. Number one in greens in reg from 150 to 175. That's a key number. Look out for Berger. Morikawa. My guy Ancer, he loves these smaller greens, but I'm a homer. If there's one guy you want to maybe say I'm like a homer with, you can like it's your favorite player, favorite team, it's Abraham Ancer, guys. I kind of bet him every week, so take that with a grain of salt. But he checks off the box. He's number 4 in greens and reg from 150 to 175. So yeah, Ancer might have a look, but yeah. Anyways, Justin Thomas, I think he's going to do really well here. Stuart Sink's been playing quite good golf right now. He top 7 in the greens and reg. Joakim Neiman had a really good Sunday in the Olympics. Could be a guy that travels quite well. Young kid, has a lot of pop in his step. Only about $170, $160 soaking wet. But he's playing really good golf right now. Looking at the tee to green category, this might be the most important one of all, guys. Tee to green, 7 of the 8 past winners have been the top chart. So top 10, top 15 7 of the last 8 winners have been in the top tee to green category. So keep this in mind. You might want to write these ones down, guys. These are the ones that probably have a really good chance of winning this tournament. Number 1, Colin Morikawa, big surprise, 2.12 tee to green. Next is Justin Thomas, Paul Casey, Patrick Cantlay, Victor Hovland, Brooks Koepka, Alexander Schauffele, Ty Hatton, Sergio Garcia, old Sergio, Tony Finau, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy, Corey Connors, Hideki Matsuyama, and old Will Zalatoris. So those are the guys that have a really good chance. Just looking at, if you're a trends guy and you want to look at the trends, 7 of the 8 past winners have been tops in the charts when it comes to tee to green categories. They've won this tournament 7 of the last 8. So that's a big number right there. One more category we're going to look at here, guys. Shout out to Guillermo, Fap, Brad Thomas. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Another great guy to follow on Twitter. Loves his golf, you name it, soccer. I'm seeing him at all hours of the night tweeting out action. So shout out to everyone for tuning in. Appreciate you. Shots gained, ball strikers. So your best ball striker shots gained. That's going to be another key stat with all the water. Fairways aren't exactly the biggest, or aren't the largest, and the greens are pretty small. So you better be straight with the ball, and ball striking is going to be a key category. Similar to tee to green, Colin Morikawa, top of the charts. Corey Connors, another guy we've been talking about. He's second. Sergio Garcia, Jason Kokrak, Daniel Berger again, Paul Casey, Joachim Niemann again, Louis Oosthuizen, Alexander Schauffele. Hovland's been up there a couple times. Our guy Answer again, Patrick Cantlay, Stuart Sink, and Watson's not in the tournament. So those are the guys that are topping out our top shots gained and ball striking. We'll go over all of our picks on Wednesday's show, guys. I don't want to give you all the ones I have right now because then we'll have no Wednesday show, right? So I'll have some matchup bets. We'll have our top 10s, 20s, all that good stuff going on. Do your research, guys. This is going to be a really fun track. You got a lot of years to go back on. It's a big name field. You're going to get really good odds. You can get odds on guys, like I said, Kisner 100 to 1. I'm even getting Neiman 50 to 1. You can get other guys 66 to 1, some big names as well. So the lines just came out, so they're going to start moving. We'll have our action posted on Twitter as well Wednesday. So check me out, guys. Eagle47 on Twitter. That's going to be the end of this segment here, the first segment for the back nine, the FedEx St. Jude Invitational. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Like I said, Wednesday with TJ, 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have all the picks, outright winners. We were so damn close. I can smell it like a nice fresh pizza coming out of the oven. It's coming, baby. Anyways, guys, shout out to Connor Mack. Thanks again, man, for tuning in. Shout out to Connor with his baseball show. A bunch of great stuff going on, guys. Pub Sports Radio. Nothing but winners. We're tossing out left, right, and center. And, peace and love as always, guys. You take care. We'll see you on Wednesday.